Queen honors Meghan Markle and Prince Harry by mentioning Archie in Christmas speech. Queen Elizabeth II mentioned the birth of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's son, Archie Harrison, in her annual Christmas speech. The Queen mentioned little Archie in her Christmas speech today, focused on the various milestone anniversaries reached by humanity this year and the bumpy moments scattered through 2019. The name of little Archie, born on May 6, was not mentioned, but in her speech the Queen noted how his birth came 200 years after the one of Queen Victoria, born on May 24, 1819. She said, 200 years on from the birth of my great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria, Prince Philip and I have been delighted to welcome our 8th great-grandchild into our family. Of course, at the heart of the Christmas story lies the birth of a child, a seemingly small and insignificant step overlooked by many in Bethlehem. But in time, through his teaching and by his example, Jesus Christ would show the world how small steps taken in faith and in hope can overcome long-held differences and deep-seated divisions to bring harmony and understanding. As the Queen was speaking about her 8th great-grandchild, a picture of herself, Prince Philip and Meghan's mother Doria Ragland looking adoringly at Archie on his mother's arms appeared on the screen. To deliver this year's speech, the Queen donned a royal blue dress with a matching brooch pinned on her heart. The monarch sat on her desk as she spoke to the camera, with several portraits well on display on her right-hand side. The Queen showed pictures of her father, King George VI, her husband the Duke of Edinburgh, the Cambridges and Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall. Pictures of Meghan, Archie and Prince Harry were nowhere to be seen near the royals' desk. But this choice was not an intentional snub, according to a royal expert, but rather a thoughtful decision taken by the Queen, who wants to focus on the direct heirs to the thrones, Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince George. Royal expert Anna Whitelock told BBC News, "You could read into that, simply, she is focused on her father and then the direct heirs to the throne. But certainly yes, people will read into that something." The Queen, of course, holds Prince Harry in great affection, she's an adoring grandmother and he's very close to her. But there's no doubt that the Duke and Duchess have attempted to forge their own path this year. The high point was the birth of Archie, but thereafter they have been distancing themselves from the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge but also the royal family as a whole. They have been managing their own media relationship and now, of course, making the decision to spend Christmas with Meghan's mother in Canada. In her speech, the Queen also spoke of the 75th anniversary of the D-Day, celebrated earlier this year by the monarch with world leaders including U.S. President Donald Trump. Speaking about the historic military operation, the Queen said, "This year we marked another important anniversary, D-Day. On 6 June 1944, some 156,000 British, Canadian and American forces landed in northern France. It was the largest ever seaborne invasion and was delayed due to bad weather." The Queen then spoke about her personal memories of the day. She said, "I well remember the look of concern on my father's face. He knew the secret D-Day plans but could of course share that burden with no one. For the 75th anniversary of the decisive battle, in a true spirit of reconciliation, those who had formerly been sworn enemies came together in friendly commemorations either side of the channel, putting past differences behind them. Such reconciliation seldom happens overnight. It takes patience and time to rebuild trust, and progress often comes through small steps. Since the end of the Second World War, many charities, groups and organizations have worked to promote peace and unity around the world, bringing together those who have been on opposing sides. By being willing to put past differences behind us and move forward together, we honor the freedom and democracy once won for us at so great a cost. The challenges many people face today may be different to those once faced by my generation, but I have been struck by how new generations have brought a similar sense of purpose to issues such as protecting our environment and our climate."